I'm so excited that you are joining us on the Peach and Moss Pageant Insider interview and podcast. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me. I am so thrilled to be doing this.
Oh my gosh, especially because you have a pageant this weekend.
Yeah, I have been struggling this week getting everything ready. I'm so excited to try this new system for me, the Mrs. International pageant, Mrs.
Okay.
International. And yeah, I've been getting ready. I leave tomorrow morning to head. So
how exciting. Where are they having it this year?
it is going to be in Franklin, Tennessee. This is really close to the Nashville area for people that aren't familiar.
Love
So
Nashville.
it'll be really exciting.
Yay, that's exciting. So give us a little background on what got you into pageants in the first place.
Okay, so I did not grow up in pageantry. I actually learned from watching the infamous Mrs. Universe pageant with Steve Harvey. I was watching that one night, and yeah, I saw how the girls had a platform and they were giving back. And I was chatting back and forth with some of my friends on Facebook about the whole pageant, and they said, Shonjrell, you should do a pageant because of your cause. You'll have the platform and everything. And I looked at myself and I'm like, okay, I just had a baby. Not in good shape, but you know what? I may give it a go. And it motivated me because of, my cause, Born to Cuddle.
Okay, tell me about Born to Cuddle, because I love this. I mean, cuddling babies, like what isn't there to love? But there's so much more to that than just cuddling babies. So tell us about your platform.
Okay, so to give you the background of how it started, my water actually started leaking at 28 weeks, and I was in the hospital for a long time before my pregnancy. I actually had to stay until I gave birth. So while I was there, my doctors and nurses prepared me for miscarriage, and also they took me on a tour of the NICU in case my baby ended up there, and that's short for Neonatal Intensive Care Unit. So while we were there, I saw so many babies, and their cries were different. They had really high-pitched crying. Some of them shake. They were sensitive to touch and light. And I saw volunteers there called Cuddlers. And I really wanted to do that and learn about it. And I knew that me going there as a volunteer cuddler was not enough, that we needed to bring awareness because this is an epidemic, not only in Tennessee, but in our country.
Okay. I mean, that's awesome. And so how do you get to be a cuddler or volunteer?
Okay. There is a long waiting list to be a cuddler. This is a very popular volunteer program.
You don't say.
It is, because, I mean, who doesn't want to hold a baby? Yeah. So you can go to pretty much any children's hospital in any state, mainly the states that have a lot of problems with drug addiction or drug trafficking. They have these programs. You go online, you find your local hospital that has a pediatric or a NICU, and you sign up in their volunteer services department. You get interviewed just like a job process. You have to get all your immunization shots. Sure. You go through training and CPR certification, and then you're holding babies. So, yeah.
That's exciting.
It is. It is.
That is so exciting. Okay, so how many hours a week do you devote to your platform to cuddling babies?
So that's the thing. When you do this, you are devoted. It's like a lifer. Right. So I actually go and volunteer at University of Tennessee Medical Center. I have been there a couple of years now, and I have to volunteer mandatory 4 hours a week. And it's really simple and easy because I make sure I go from 8 to midnight, especially for people that have kids. So you have a time, you pick a time frame to go. I also am a board member of Susanna's House, which is a leading recovery center here. And I also take time to volunteer for many other organizations. So yeah, I'm about 8 to 12 hours a week.
Okay, but not only that, but we're going to get into the children's book that you have created, and you go to schools and put on presentations and read, and you are amazing. My question is, what is your time management tip? What do you do? Tell us.
Okay. For time management, the main tool that I like to use is just my phone. Or I'm really good about booking things at a certain time period. And I have a lot of people who help me because it's hard, being here and not having a lot of family around. So I have like a team of people that have been helping me over the years with that. I just try to make sure I don't schedule things on Wednesdays. That's my whole thing. And then with the schools, I try not to turn down any opportunity. With time management, you have to think of things that are most important to you. And I also think about things that are most important to my cause. That's the whole point of me doing this.
Sure.
And I kind of arrange things in that aspect, if you kind of get what I'm saying. If it's very important, like going to a school, I'll do whatever I can and drop whatever I can, to make it happen.
So what do you do when you go to the school?
Okay, so the schools I get invited to, they love for me to read I have 3 published children's books now.
Oh my gosh.
And the one that they love the most is called Reap What You Sow Garden. And it promotes healthy eating. And in the back of the book, there's a step-by-step display on how to build your own garden box in your backyard. And
I need that.
It's really hard to get kids to eat veggies, but they love it. It rhymes, and it's about my son Rio wanting to know where his veggies come from. And I bring my veggie characters with me, and the kids love them. They love them. They come out at the end and they give them hugs, and it is a blast. I'll be doing one Tuesday at a little preschool. And I got a couple more bookings coming up too. So
that is so exciting. I love seeing your posts on Facebook with all the veggie people like coming out. I'm like, what are you doing today? Cuddling babies and walking with vegetables. This is wonderful.
It's my new normal life. It's normal for me.
I love it. So how does your family adapt to it? I mean, how do they deal with all the busyness? Do they love it?
Yeah, I will say my family, they love it. I mean, we kind of grew into this. Rio was already born when I started doing this, so he just, knows my characters. He knows the words in the book and everything. So that's really great. And my husband is very, very supportive. If he has to take time off, like today, if he has to take time off, he'll sit at home and kind of do some work from home from the office. So they are super supportive. I even have had him dress up as my bear. Cuddle.
That is a good husband right there.
So yeah, I mean, family is everything when you're trying to start your own company.
Absolutely.
Or, I mean, not even just in pageantry, anything. You need a team at home to help.
Absolutely. Now I'm going to switch gears just a little bit and we're going to talk about pageant stuff. So tell me, I mean, some people like butt glue, some people like Vaseline on their lips. What is your pageant day hack that you like swear by?
Whew, let's think about that. I do use the butt glue. That's kind of a hack that we all use. We all use that. But this is funny. My secret weapon is my hairstylist and friend. I have a really dear friend. Her name is Geraldine, and she works for Sheer Color Salon. She actually just signed a contract with the infamous Ted Gibson, which is outrageous.
Oh, wow.
And the reason I say that is because she's not just my hairstylist and makeup artist. She is my friend who has been there no matter what. Like, you need a person to just kind of bring you back down to earth, kind of talk to you, motivate you before going out, who is not necessarily your coach or not a person in your family. And she's also there, when you don't win and you come back, because you're going to be kind of upset. You're going to have tears. And she's always that person that kind of picks me back up. So I know that is something that I personally need. I need someone to help motivate me beyond any type of cosmetic or anything like that.
Some deep down motivation.
Yeah.
Which brings me to my next point. What do you do for a workout routine? How do you get motivated to do all that you do with your platform and everything? I mean, surely you work out. Do you work out or do you just look like that?
Okay. So what some people don't know about me, when I was pregnant, I gained a lot of weight. Okay. So I got to 200 pounds actually. I have lost 85 pounds. I started out running. I love to run. I was a cross-country runner and a distance runner in high school and middle school. And then I came in contact with this amazing trainer. His name is Angelo Frasier. And he knew what my lifestyle was. And he actually can tailor your diet and your fitness regimen to your lifestyle. So I was able to work out from home with the body I had at the United States National Pageant.
Yes, I remember.
I did those workouts from home. Now they were intense workouts, and then with the meal plan, it's about what you eat. That's what people don't realize. It's all about what you eat, right? And because you're a fitness.
I know, but you tell me, what is your routine for eating and nutrition?
Okay, so my routine for eating was a bit extreme. I had 5 meals a day. It was every 3 hours. But for accountability, my trainer had me send a picture of what I was eating every 3 hours. And it may sound crazy, okay, but we all cheat. We know, like, you have to admit that every, like, I will sneak chocolate or whatever, you know, but it helped me be accountable. It helped me wake up, eat at a certain time, and it helped me get in the best shape of my life. It really did. And I felt better eating healthy. When you eat healthy like that.
What meals would you make?
Okay, so like in the morning, I don't want to give out all his secrets, but it would be things you had to eat your good carbs. Your good carbs are like your oatmeal, sweet potato, brown rice, you know. Then with your proteins, you want to eat lean meats. You want to have, you know, your chicken breast. You want to have, you know, certain fish, if you like tilapia or salmon. If you eat steak, depending on how your pockets are, filet mignon is like a really good steak. Your salads. You want to stick with something really green. You don't want to go to iceberg lettuce, but you want to have, like, you know, your kale and your spinach. And even their shakes, you know, you can make really healthy, nutritious shakes with your protein powder and juices. And yeah, that helped me feel amazing and get in amazing shape.
Well, you looked amazing at nationals, and so does your headshot. I know Real loves to help with your headshots, but who do you typically go besides your son to go to your headshots? Who do you go to?
Okay, so since the beginning of my pageant career, which wasn't that long ago, Krishna Goodwin of Goodwin Photography, she is the master. Yes, I would say she's a master at headshots. Not just because of, it's not just about taking a photo. I was very uncomfortable in my skin when I first started. Okay, 2016, I just had, you know, I still was coming down from having Rio and losing weight. She made me feel so good about myself and being in front of that camera. And her makeup artist, Shamel McKenzie at the time, they made me feel so beautiful that when I went home, I did not want to wash that makeup off. I slept in that makeup. And I actually went and did an appearance in that makeup the next day. So yeah, she is amazing. She's actually the official headshot or official photographer of the United States system. And she also photographs so many other systems here in Tennessee. But I really do love Krishna.
And we'll link, for everybody who's watching, we'll link everybody she mentions in the show notes. So that way you have the details. Do you have a favorite gown designer? I know you have worn several beautiful gowns. Do you have a favorite?
Yeah. Okay. So my favorite gown designer is Rita Mizrahi of Claire's Collections. The first pageant that I did not win. I placed high, but I came out crying. It was, you know, you have the first experience. And when I walked outside, she was at our pageant. And she looked at me and she goes, Shonjrell, she was like, I love your gown. She's like, you know, I make beaded gowns. Why didn't you wear one of mine? So I'll never forget that. And from that day forward, we became friends, you know, and she is very inspirational, very talented. She's dressed Holly Berry, Sandra Bullock. I mean, you could go on her website and see all the many celebrities that she's dressed. But I became personal friends with her. You can call on her and get pretty much anything that you need. And there, I mean, she's also, her dresses are at many, you know, formal stores. And if you want to go to any pageantry shop.
I mean, and that's the thing about pageants. You meet the most amazing people, and if you do more than one, it helps to network and actually make friends with people. And and I mean, that's what I take away from the pageants. I love making friends with other women, and
me too.
And like you. It was awesome.
Yes, I agree.
But yeah, but networking is so important, I believe, in pageants, especially when you have such a strong platform. Nothing gets further with your platform than knowing other people who would love to help with it. And that's the point of a pageant, is to help other people and to promote your platform. And you're doing an amazing job with all of it, which is why we're interviewing you, which is why we want to spread your wisdom. But
thank you so much. Because I mean, even us sitting here doing this interview or speaking, we save lives by bringing awareness and speaking about it. Anytime I get a chance to speak to anyone about it, I tell them in detail so they know, so that they can go and tell someone else, because you never know who you can save.
Yes, exactly. You never know who's going to watch this interview, go cuddle a baby. And
exactly.
You know, hopefully everybody. If you could give one piece of advice to girls coming into the pageant world, what would you tell them?
If I can give, stay true to yourself. Okay, in pageantry, it is really hard. You need to know what the reason behind you doing this, okay? That helps you stay true to yourself. If you can stay grounded and always remember in the back of your mind, why am I competing? That will help you stay grounded, because you will have to change. There are things, I mean, you're in a beauty pageant. If I just have to be realistic, you're in a
Yes.
pageant.
Yes.
So there are things that you have to do. I had to physically do to mold myself into that. But in my heart, I still wanted to accomplish and do what I needed to do. And that is bring awareness to neonatal abstinence syndrome, babies born dependent on drugs, get these babies help, get my community help. And, you know, now I even have a patent pending invention to sue babies born dependent on drugs. And the funny thing is, today I actually have a meeting. Maybe we'll be signing a licensing deal or an investment. And it's all happening this week. So I just want people out there, if you're watching, to know that so many, these pageants open so many doors.
Yes.
You can't regret losing. You can't regret anything. Make friends with people, network, get your message out there. Because like I said, you never know who's watching you, who else will, you know, believe in your dream and help you make it happen.
Yes. Well, not only that, but believe in themselves. Start believing in themselves, seeing themselves in you. Just like, you know, when you felt not as confident after you had a baby, somebody's going to see that and say, maybe I can do this and I can create a platform that will change people's lives. I think that's so impactful. And I love that you said that. So the most important question and the last question I have for you.
Okay.
After the pageant is over, what is your cheat meal going to be?
Eggplant parmesan.
Really?
I know,
really?
That's like so lame, but look,
I guess the
that's my favorite food. I have given up a couple of things over. This is another weird fact about me. I used to eat a lot of French fries and ice cream. Okay, those are my vices. And when I decided I was going to start losing weight, those are the two things I gave up. So when November comes, I have not had French fries or ice cream in 3 years. Yeah.
We're just going to take a pause.
Which is not hard, because, I mean, it sounds crazy, but yeah, but that's not even what I want. I want pasta. And I just came from Italy, you know.
Oh, that's right. You came from Italy. Just really quick, tell me what you accomplished there. I know you had a photo shoot there. You met with some doctors.
Yes. So my husband actually bought this trip for my birthday and Christmas. So I was so excited to go there. But I have a friend who actually works for the United Nations, who was able to finagle and get me into the hospital there, their children's hospital, Bambino Gesù. And yeah, it was great. I got to meet with their doctors and talk to them about, you know, my platform and invention. They showed me, you know, their NICU. It was amazing. And I got to do a photo shoot too with a renowned photographer.
I cannot wait to see those pictures.
I'm excited too.
Yeah. Well, when do you get them? Do you know?
Well, I spoke to her yesterday, so it'll be a little bit. She is very busy with a lot of projects. So.
I'm so impatient.
I am too. I am too. I know that it takes time to make great work and stuff, but you guys will be so excited to see them. I promise.
Oh my gosh. Well, we wish you the best of luck, and all the other girls the best of luck in the Tennessee International Pageant this weekend. We can't wait to cheer you on and follow you. We'll put all of your links down below so everybody can cheer you on and follow the entire weekend. Do you know if Tennessee International is going to have this on Facebook Live or anything?
I do not know yet. Hopefully, we'll leave a link to the actual Tennessee International Pageants. If you go to Facebook, you should be able to look there. Just keep checking. I'm sure if you follow me on my page, someone in my family will go live.
I'm sure.
I'm going to ask them to make sure they film it. But yeah, we need your support. So we hope to see so many of you out there.
You have our support. So break a leg, and we can't wait to talk to you next week. Thanks for joining us, Shonjrell.
Thanks for having me. God bless you all. Take care.
You too.